Welcome, everybody. Another episode of Windy City Savage. Your host here, the Windy City Savage. Co-host, introduce.
It's SG3. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Well, I'll tell you one thing is AEW is going to be doing without Britt Breaker because apparently, supposedly, these are just speculations and rumors, but nobody knows for sure. But apparently, Britt wants out of AEW. There's been some reports saying that she wants out, and there's some reports saying there's been no talks about her leaving the company, and there's nothing confirmed about her right now. She did tweet out some like odd tweets, and it was basically a quote from another tweet from an NBA player, but basically it's one of those tweets where it's like know your worth, you know. So it's like I said, speculation. We don't know yet. And so I want to get your opinion about this. So let's put it this way. My question is, you think it's a good idea for her to leave AEW?
I mean, honestly, dude, if I was AEW, I realize who she is because she was one of the pioneers for AEW as a woman. It was before Willow Nightingale. This is before everybody came in. She was the pioneer for it, for women's wrestling over there. She did sell herself apart with the whole DMD thing. So it's like, it does make a lot of sense. However, though, ever since she's been back, I haven't seen the AEW use her. So it's like maybe she feels like I'm not being used, and it's something that I love to do.
Well, put it this way, there's a reason why. One, what happened was before she disappeared, she had a feud schedule with somebody. And when that said women wrestler came out, she said, nobody cares. Basically butchering that momentum. And after that, she was taken off TV because she went off the script. So it's like she's a liability. And there's been a lot of episodes with her backstage having issues with many people. I know Thunder Rosa was one that she had backstage drama. MJF and his wife. So it's like it doesn't look. So put it this way, I like Britt Breaker. I think she's a great wrestler.
I think she's a great promo cutter too.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think she's the best thing I ever seen, but she is one of the front centers of AEW.
Like I said before, she was one of the pioneers for women's wrestling there.
The issue is, though, it's just that she brings a lot of drama, unfortunately. Yeah. So the thing is, does WWE really want to pick up this person when there's a lot of issues coming back from it? And it's like, I get it. WWE will scoop up anything that comes out of AEW just to stick it to Tony Khan at the moment. But does it make sense? They have a big roster of women right now. There's not going to be that much room for another bring up, plus another bring up, plus another bring up. I don't know, man.
Listen, if I was her, stay with AEW, try to stick it out, and then see. I mean, worst case scenario, she leaves AEW and she gets probably better promotion, probably better deal with New Japan.
Well, put it this way, right?
But
now,
I do feel you on that where she may just sign over to WWE.
Well, put it this way, that's if WWE wants her. Now, if she really wanted to wrestle right now, there's nothing in her contract that stops her from wrestling independent shows like Ricky Stark did. So when Ricky Stark wasn't being used, he went out to the independent scene because there's nothing against your contract that you cannot go over the independent scene and wrestle for a bit. And which he did. I saw him live in Chicago before he got released from AEW officially. But there's nothing of her actually trying to get booked or anything. So it's like,
I just feel that maybe she's sitting there like, I want to be on TV.
Which I could see, but it's like,
if you're doing that, then you're just cutting you're cutting your prime short.
Yep.
That's what you're really doing there. You're really cutting your prime short on that part.
Look, maybe it's all the work. It could be. And, we do have a women's Casino Royale coming up for All In.
This Saturday.
She could be finally making a surprise appearance. And what a surprise appearance there is.
Could this be another MJF kind of storyline?
Let's just hope, because I just don't see her fitting in WWE right now.
I don't.
There's just too much. Yeah.
I mean, Mariah May went over there. She really hasn't done much to really stick out. We'll see maybe this Sunday if she does something, if she comes out on the Evolution pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I doubt she is, though, because we're kind of starting getting like the final match card and she's not on there. So we'll see what happens. But honestly, right now though, I don't think that she should leave AEW. It's like right now you're gonna go to try to be into a crowded pond, let that pond simmer out, wait for it to kind of die down, and then you jump in. Next year
Yeah,
there'll be about another 30 releases.
yeah. So honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. We're probably gonna hear more updates, more tweets, and hell, we might see the Saturday she comes out. During the PLE.
Signed a whole new contract. We didn't even know about it.
Yeah. So let's send out some condolences.
Yep.
All in Texas. Hats off.
Hats off, man.
Hats off to y'all.
Prayers to y'all as well.
Prayer. Teddy Long's son. Likewise, hats off.
Prayers to both of them, man.
Prayers to both. Teddy Long's son passed away, unfortunately. It's really sad when you have to bury, your own, your kids
Child.
before you pass away. So you can only imagine how he feels. But that was kind of breaking news earlier.
The family did not disclose why he died or what was the cause of death.
And honestly, we don't need to know.
No, we don't.
That's a bunch of secret release stuff that honestly doesn't need to be. But let me tell you this thing: AJ Styles signs 1 year extended contract deal with WWE,
Okay.
making it seem that he's already in the tail of his run at this point. So, what do you think, man? What do you think it should be his last year going about? Do you think he should have a John Cena tour?
Yeah, I think he should. Honestly, dude, I think he should. I think right now you're kind of starting to see the start of it, because he's having a lot of fun with the Dominic Mysterio rivalry that he's having on right now, we saw tonight. So I can see him kind of doing a lot bit more fun. I'll be honest though, do I see him actually going for a title though? I don't think so, because at this point he's done it all. If you want to put one more title on him, cool. But it's right now, man, just let him have fun. He's having a lot of fun with what he's doing right now.
Okay, so that's the thing here is that there's a lot of feuds still left. I do want to see him fight Cena for one last time.
One more time.
Because it's just those two dudes had fucking chemistry.
They really did.
Yeah. So my thing is this, man. Give him one last run. Give him the IC title, man. Give him that title. We got a comment. Go ahead, read it.
I heart Pink Dinos. Dominic is okay. He's not the best, but he's okay. All right.
I agree. It's not the best, but he's okay. I mean, he's been getting a lot better, though. He's still young. He's still got enough time left, for his career to improve more and more. I mean, look at him when he first came in.
Remember one thing, man. He has a note right now, so that's why he can't wrestle.
Yeah. Well, he has a doctor's note.
No.
But, like I said, when he first came in, man, dude, it was just completely...
He was so green when he came in. He was so green when he came in, man. It wasn't even funny.
But look how much he improved over the years.
So much, dude. Microphone, mic work, promo work, entrance work, in-ring work. And even what he said, he was like, I'm not going to do all my top spots at a regular Raw. Yeah. I want to do it at a SummerSlam. I want to do it at a Royal Rumble. I want you to see and think oh, dude, I remember Dominic doing that spot.
Yeah.
So definitely you can see him starting to mold his character to be who he is right now, but also in the ring show who he really is.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's all good with Dom. So one thing, good news so far. It looks like Kenny Omega has said that AEW is not planning to at all increase ticket prices onwards to the future, which is good because at this point, man, with everything that other basically WWE's PLEs have done and shows, it's getting ridiculous. And honestly, when AEW ever comes to town, it's cheap. It's not that bad. It's good shows as well. May not be the best product compared to a premium product, but it's still damn good. So that is some good news, as well as there's some hints that Kenny did recently, a podcast saying that he doesn't have much time left, that he's actually probably going to end his career pretty soon. The man had so many injuries. The man had bangers after bangers. The body cannot go forward. They're not Supermans, they're not superheroes.
But then he also had the stomach issue for almost a year or something.
Oh yeah. He had it for a year. Dude, his style was always going to be, we knew this was going to happen. But I don't think there's no regrets. It's just unfortunate, man. Maybe for now he'll say no. 7 years from now we'll have another match.
One more.
One more last match, and it could be who knows against, or maybe in 2 years he might have a match against AJ Styles when his contract ends. Maybe the one
just for the one final match, Kenny versus AJ. That'll be a sweet ass match to watch.
There's a lot of feud and a lot of history there. So there's another thing going on, and put it this way: there's a couple of women wrestlers that have been vocal and not happy with how this women's evolution PLE's gone forward. Because I think that weekend, not only you're going against All In, plus Saturday night's main event, plus NXT Great Americans Bash, but I guess in that same area, there's like a Beyonce concert. And like I know she brings a lot of fans, a lot of people towards that area. So it's just like WWE's. I don't know what their idea was with all this going on, but like it doesn't look good.
Mind if I kind of throw a little rumor here?
Go ahead.
So rumor has it, I don't know if you heard about this, but rumor has been talking the fact that WWE wasn't supposed to have the PLE this upcoming weekend.
Right.
They were supposed to have it last weekend.
Okay.
So the weekend of the 5th and the 6th. That's when they were actually, or the weekend of the 5th, they were supposed to have Evolution. Then 2 weeks later, do Saturday Night Main Event. However, though, a lot of talks have been going on that they said we saw when AEW had All In, which is like their form of WrestleMania, flipped the switch and said, so we're going to do it on Sunday along with this all other stag to compete with AEW that weekend.
Okay. Well, that being said, SG3, let's jump in to the ticket sales of Women's Evolution. Alrighty, so put it this way. It's not looking good. SG3, come on, give me the facts.
So, I'm going to read a quote from Republic World.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We are back. Let's get back into the news. I remember that stomping ground. 2019 was a bad year for WWE. 6,000 tickets. Yeah, they sold 500 and something more. It's horrible, dude. To the position where WWE is at right now, that is not a good look. Now, look, you probably could sell another 1,000. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Because at this point, you either cut the prices on the tickets, and then you'll have fans angry that they had to pay premium prices while some fans got it basically for pocket change, or you continue on until a few more hundreds. What do you think here is going to happen?
I think WWE's going to they're going to get desperate, dude, and they're going to start saying, hey, man, 2-for-1 kind of deal over here.
And then they're going to get the whole, remember how AEW suffered through their treatment with that Australia show?
Yeah.
Where there was the thing, the 2-for-1 deal, and they got the fan backlash, rightfully so. Dude, they shot themselves on the foot for this one. They really have. And unfortunate, the women's are going to suffer the most out of this. And if it doesn't go well to the eyes of TKO, I mean, these guys are idiots. They're going to say, why would we have another Women's Evolution if this one didn't sell well?
Yeah, that's true.
It's unfortunate, man, but it just does not look good.
Well, let me ask you. Okay, so nostalgia is good for us wrestling fans who grew up with the product and who've been watching the product since we were teenagers, kids, everything, right?
Yep.
My question to you is, do you feel like maybe a lot of people just are not that interested in Tiffany versus Trish?
Nope. Here's the issue. People are not interested because there's been no build up to any of this at all. You just stack two wrestlers together. Trish, you're going to go against Tiffany. That's it. There's no storyline. The same thing with everything else. I mean, the best one you have.
Naomi versus Jade.
Well, not only that, but honestly is Io versus Rhea. Because there's actually history there.
Well, those only ones with history. I'm thinking about the whole card.
Yeah, but otherwise, after that, it's just not that much there. And I guess Liv Morgan did have a big effect. And I guess maybe they were banking on her to do a little bit more. But even then, it's just like there's no buildup. It's because WWE has their hand in too many spots right now. And they're not focused enough. You know, they're trying to do too much in order to compete with All In and stick it to them. But you're making yourself look foolish right now. And not only that, but the Momentos didn't even get stopped at all because the All In sold very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of their largest gates in a while. So it's like
they're doing that a whole stadium.
That's the issue.
Not an arena. They're doing actually an actual stadium.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, what was the point of all this? You know, there's a lesson learned here. Is don't get greedy. I
feel that, you know what, if I was WWE, I would have done the same thing. And you know what? AEW knows you're not gonna sell out, and I think that at this point right now, that's where TKO kind of has to like take a step back and say, okay, so let's find out when AEW is gonna be in town, or they're doing a big event. We won't do anything unless it's one of our big four, but we won't do anything there because we're not gonna compete.
But here's the thing: they're still going at AEW because I guess AEW is supposed to have a show in Philly, and WWE's already planned a show right before then. It's like I get it, you want to stick it to AEW, but it doesn't look good, man. It's starting to look like you're being the bully, at this point.
I mean, I remember when AEW first started. I went to one of their first shows here at the Sears Center, which was back in the day. It's the Now Arena now. But I remember when I went, it was after WWE did a pay-per-view here, did a PLE here. More than half that arena was empty. More than, honestly, half that arena was completely empty, dude. I'll never forget that. And it's like, I remember that it was, and you and I actually spoke about it. And you asked me, how was it? I was like, dude, yeah, it was good, but it's kind of empty. You're like, well, don't come after a WWE event. I feel like right now WWE is trying to do what AEW did when they were first starting. That's what I feel like. And that's why I feel like it's not just a bully. It's just like more like you're trying to be someone you're not at that moment. If it was your SummerSlam, cool, go ahead. Tit for tat, let's see which one's better. But you're doing an event that didn't do so well in 2018, 2019, and you're trying to bring it back for what?
Well, not only that, but even then, dude, you're what's it called? Saturday night. It's a main event against All In.
It's not gonna go that well because it doesn't have that many matches.
Not only that, but Saturday night's main event. It's a fucking commercial fest.
It really is, dude. It's a commercial fuck.
Honestly, I mean, we're gonna get it more into deep when we go to the predictions to this, but honestly, dude, it just really is. But it doesn't look well. It's getting to the point where it's like we get it because even Tony Khan was asked, "Hey, does WWE, doing these back-to-back shows in the time where you're supposed to do a show, starting to bother you guys?" He goes like, "Honestly, no." And I feel like at first he was bothered, but I think at this point he knows it's going to happen. And I guess he probably saw the success of All In regardless and be like, well, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe we'll end up winning some awards and losing some, but it doesn't look good anymore, man. It's like,
I get WWE wants to be the juggernaut, but they have to stop. Like at this point, competition is good. Competition is healthy.
Competition is good. Competition's healthy. I feel like AEW's been stepping up a little bit more. And
a lot more.
Yeah, it's been going a bit better. And WWE's lacking the storyline now. I don't know if you not noticed that, but the whole thing going on with Seth Rollins right now, it just seems like it's been dragging now. Like, okay, you brought out this member, but now it's like, what are we doing now?
Charlotte and Alexa was also dragged. It's been dragged. Jay trying to figure out what he wants to do next. That's still dragged. Banta trying to figure out when he's going to be with his brother.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but they're still all feuding with Seth and them, and it just seems like every week is the same thing. The exciting stuff, which we're probably not going to get more of, would be Karrion Kross and Sammy.
No, we got that today. We got a little piece of that today.
Yeah, but is this feud really going to properly end off well? One could only hope.
What about a Karrion Kross as that fourth member for Satisfaction?
I don't think so.
It could be. Just think about it.
But you know how when Braun asked him, like, hey, what are we going to do with this Cross thing? And says, like, he's nobody. He kind of threw him under the bus. So, I was surprised. I was like, huh. I don't know. I don't think it's him. I think it's going to be someone called up from NXT. I think Karrion Kross right now works better alone, though. He just has that.
I get what you're saying, but I could feel I could honestly see TKO coming in and saying, we're going to put him with Seth Rollins to give him some relevancy. Why?
Doesn't need it. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. He's not going to need it. Dude, you do realize, actually, here's one fact. He is the number 2 guy selling the most T-shirts right now. Yeah. Over John Cena, Cody, and all these other guys, it's Karrion Kross. His new shirt that just dropped. Dude, it's the star power is there, man. It's now or never. Do it right.
Give him your Continental title. Give him your West title.
Give him some. Not even a title, dude. Give him some wins.
Yeah.
Squash some guys, man.
Dude, you know
Squash
what?
some big
I'm
guys.
sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit off topic because I know this is not on her lineup, but you know who really needs a win?
Who?
Soon? Roxanne Perez, dude.
Oh yeah.
She hasn't won all flipping year, maybe like twice this whole year.
Yeah.
Dude, every time she's on TV, it's a loss. I feel
It
bad
is,
for that
actually.
chick, man.
Honestly.
So that's sorry, I just had to throw that one out there. Keep going.
Honestly, man, that's that. We'll get into a little bit of topic. Congrats to Carmelo Hayes, got engaged over the weekend. There we go.
Long live love.
Interesting fact too. Alrighty, WWE 2K25. We did get a DLC pack recently, and we did get the Monster Abyss finally making his debut in a WWE game. Dude, honestly, great work. They
He
even
actually
had,
looks like him.
and not only that, but they have his TNA theme song.
Yep.
That's amazing. That is some good shit. And he didn't have to do any type of work, movesets, because that's why they have other extras in there.
Yeah.
And plus, he's retired. You know, he can't move, unfortunately. He's
No.
gotten beat up. But honestly, it's great to see him have his moment. As well, I think who else was released on that? I think Shaq was. Yeah,
Shaq was.
I did remember playing that game and seeing Shaq, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, man, I gotta have Shaq in my match, you know. I mean, guy's a big guy in there.
Shaq versus Monster Abyss, why not?
That's a
Shaq's
nice.
a little taller, but why not?
Well, he has a bigger overall than Abyss in the game.
Huh?
92 to 86, I think.
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Hey man, I mean WWE still got to go over, you know. Here's an interesting fact though. WWE 2K25 are going to make New Jack's matches as realistic as possible by having his music play during the matches.
Okay.
So this was a typical thing back in the day in New Jack's matches in ECW. So that's going to be crazy to see.
Got two comments. Whoop, whoop. What's poppin'? What's poppin', El Juggalo? How you doing, brother?
How's it going, bro?
Welcome to the stream, brother. We appreciate the comment.
Appreciate the comment, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward
New Jack. Yeah. Honestly, have you played some of the matches lately?
I have not, no.
Nah, I've been back at it, so when this DLC dropped, I said I got to join in. So here's one interesting thing. All right, I want to get your opinion.
Hit me. He said JCW started a Monday Night War tonight.
JCW. What is JCW?
I'm not sure about to look it up right now. Keep going. You were saying?
So put it this way: Jeff Jarrett in his podcast had an interesting topic tonight. Not tonight, the other night. And they
Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Okay,
that's what's up.
All right, man. There you go.
For the Juggalos out there, man. ICP. So put it this way. Interesting fact that he did say that Xbox should be in the Hall of Fame just by himself. We have not gotten that yet. He gave out his opinion. My question is to you. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Why do you agree?
Because he was actually a big factor. He still has some good storylines, whether it was with or without the Click, whether it was without NWO. He still did. Didn't he come in also as 1, 2, 3 Kid as well at first?
So he first came out as the Kid, 1, 2, 3 Kid.
It's like
he had his win over Razor. His big moment was against Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
And then he did help offset up basically as a 6th member. He did help offset up NWO, and he was a big key in the beginning.
He did also help out with T Generation X.
Yeah, he was a big key on those moments, you know, from the Monday Night Wars. You remember that segment where he came out and he dressed up as Ric Flair as the NWO and started, you know, dancing and crying and doing this
Mark
thing.
Henry too.
Yeah,
later on.
And you know, here's the thing. Here's one thing that Xbox, I feel like, never gets, Sean Waltman, whatever you want to call him, never gets any credit at. The man is a phenomenal wrestler ahead of his fucking time. Look at his movesets. Even back in the day, people weren't doing it as much like him. We do have some comments.
By the way, still a Juggalo. They got their own weekly show on YouTube called Lunacy. Normally they air on Thursday nights, but they decided to move the newest episode to Monday night, and GCW invaded the show as well.
Oh, really?
That's awesome, dude. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll definitely have to check it out. I'm down. Check out a couple matches.
Can you send us the time?
Yeah, bro. Send us the time, what time it starts. Let us know. Let everyone know in the comments, dude. We'll give you a shout out for sure.
Yeah, that way we could check it out. If it's started early, we'll probably catch a replay going on.
For sure.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, honestly, dude, I think the guy's been long long overdue. He should really get his own induction. I think this year. I think it should be this year.
I think so.
I mean, you need people. This guy still out there. He's still alive, man. He's still doing his podcast. I think it's the right time to finally induct him.
I mean, if you could induct Kevin Nash, you could definitely induct him.
We still got Juggalo over here.
It says, it usually goes on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, Thursday nights, but there may be another Monday night episode airing. Brother, for sure, we'll check it out.
We'll probably check it out. We're probably going to check it out. Reruns. If there's reruns, I'll check out the reruns right after Raw. But no, definitely, we'll check it out. Thank you for letting us know.
Appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate the comments, man. Keep it going. So put it this way.
Oh, dude, free on YouTube. Awesome. Even better.
Honestly, man, after this, we're probably going to check it
I'm
out.
down. Let's go.
All right, so I think it's that time to finally give out our match predictions, man.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the women's evolution card.
Cool. So we're going with Evolution.
Yep.
So in women's Evolution, here's our card. We have the all right. We got a couple matches.
It's a long card. Back to the thing. Sorry about that. I reconnected. It's bad stream, man. I don't know what's going on tonight, but that's the second time. We apologize for that. Let's get into this card, man.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say, damn you, AT&T. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and do it again. So this has 7 matches. Normally way more than what we got in the usual 4 to 5. So we got 7 good solid matches. Let's see them. So Women's World Championship, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. So does Rhea finally make her 1 win against Io?
What's your prediction?
I got Io. Just for the hell of it.
Damn, man. You know what? Look, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to have to go with Rhea. And the reason why is that I think
it makes sense.
No, it makes sense for WWE. It doesn't make sense for us because Io hasn't done jack shit with the title. She hasn't had a proper feud. And I don't know why WWE would even consider dropping the title to Rhea Ripley once again. You know, it doesn't make any sense. In my heart, I want Io. Business-wise, it looks like Rhea.
Yeah.
I hope not, man.
Especially with the package today that they came out.
Yeah, I hope they still continue on. I hope there's an interference or something. But it just doesn't look like, I mean, how would you see, I mean, you think, okay, so let's put it this way. Io wins. Is it clean? So you're going for Io.
I could see that Rhea wins, but it's not going to be clean.
You think she cheats to win?
No, I think they cost her.
I want to say Judgment Day.
Because at the end, it's like, if you think about it, you still leave the title with Io, making her still look strong, and then you start kind of like a little feud that they've been starting with Io and with Rhea. So
I'm gonna throw you a wild card.
Hit me.
Asuka.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Asuka makes more sense because at this point, you know, she's been already kind of jabbing at the title that she wants it, and you know they're best friends. You know, Io and them, but. Hey, I want that title. I want to end my career right with another title one.
Yep.
I could see Asuka costing Io the title or vice versa costing Rhea. And then Io's like, well, I didn't get a proper match that I wanted. You know, being mad at Asuka. Opportunities, I'm going to have to, damn, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Rhea on this one.
You go Rhea, I go Io. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Here's what I love. The little build-up they have here.
Sucks.
Stratton wants to add a WWE Hall of Famer to her resume. Stratton and Stratus teamed together to beat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae at Elimination Chamber. Now they stand across from each other in a WWE Women's title match. Wow, what a promo. What a build-up to this match.
Honestly, dude, this is just short notice. It just doesn't make any sense.
I go Tiffany.
I'm going to go with Tiffany because there's no way that Trish Stratus wins this one. And it's sad because she hasn't won most of the majority of her matches.
Yeah.
I mean, and what logic does she go over Tiffany Stratton right now? None. And
especially because the title is on the line.
So my question is, another question. Clean win?
Yeah. It makes Tiffany look strong, especially trying to add a Hall of Famer.
But overall, look, the match might be okay, but the whole storyline is shit. Once again, this whole PLE has just been bad booking, and
Yeah.
it's not the women's fault. It's I don't understand what the creative Triple H. What are they thinking lately? This whole PLE was supposed to bring back something and then eventually keep it going. Bring back that spark. But yet I don't see no spark. I see tickets not selling for a reason.
I see tickets not selling. People not interested in the heck we're doing the rest of the show right now. We're not even interested in ourselves. So let that sink in. However, though, I'm still gonna watch it with my mija, so it's all good. NXT Women's Championship: JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace, but that's gonna be an interesting
I'm
one.
like, yeah, kind of. You know what, man? Just because I want to go against you, I'll go JC Jane.
All right. We do get an interference on this one.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna go.
Yeah. And if anything, I think Jesse's gonna win. But I'm
Jacy
just gonna
Jane.
go Jordan,
Because
just
she's
because
from
I'm a
Jordan, yeah.
Jordan fan. But
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be an interference with someone from the NXT.
Okay. We got another one. WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus it was someone from NXT. I forgot who it was, and they still haven't named the Raw Championship, the Raw Tag Team yet, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with. I'm just gonna have to have Judgment Day retain.
I will hit Judgment Day because it just makes the most sense. And hey, finally she gets a win.
But put it this way, we saw how things have been going on right now to the Judgment Day. There's more gold back, more than ever again.
So much gold, dude.
Yeah, it was shocking when I saw, when you saw the opening. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, I haven't saw that much gold in a long time.
Two tag team titles and the Intercontinental. That's pretty impressive, man.
Honestly, it is. We saw Liv Morgan's little rest in peace.
Little shrine. The fact that Raquel goes,
Yeah, I mean,
That's
honestly, put it this way: between the Bloodline and Judgment Day,
I like the Judgment Day storyline so much better.
it's always been consistent. It's always been the comedy's always going to be there. It's been good, honestly, man. I feel like these fucking storylines are going to go forever, but at least Judgment Day keeps me entertained.
It does.
Yeah, just Bloodline. I mean, if they let Solo Sikoa cook on his own, yeah, maybe it could be funny, because that man is definitely funny. But honestly, with Judgment Days going, you're always going to be interested. You'll be like,
Yeah.
well, this thing's going to run on, but it's kind of interesting to see where they're going to go with this. Alrighty, on to the next one.
Number one contenders battle royal participants to be announced. So we still have not gotten all the participants for this battle royal. And basically the winner goes for a title shot at Clash in Paris, though no specific title was specified. So who knows if it could be any one of them? Who knows what it could be? What do you think?
Want me to pick a winner?
Yeah.
Bianca? I'm gonna have to say Bianca because I don't see her else in the card.
She's not on the card.
Yeah, that's the only person I could see. Because think about it, Jade is the Queen of the Ring.
Uh-huh.
Naomi, Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Okay, Bianca has nothing going for her. Enters, wins it. I mean, what's her
Become
name?
a triple threat match.
Yeah. Okay. So another one, Chelsea Green
I was gonna say Chelsea Green.
could win it. Selena Vega could
She's starting to
enter.
get up again finally.
Could enter, and they'll give it to her because they want the Hispanic culture behind her.
Yeah.
Those three. Okay. So I got my pick. I'm gonna go with Bianca. What do you think here?
Chelsea.
All right, so you're gonna go with Chelsea, and I can see
Asuka.
why. Asuka. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that one. Asuka. Interesting. Asuka would be interesting. It would make sense for a triple threat match. Okay. So if you had to pick one,
One more. If I'm honestly, dude, I can't even go three, but I'll go two, which is those two.
all right.
Asuka and Chelsea.
All All right, if you have to pick one, because we do have a title here, and it's the X-rated title. It's our little title here. See to the screen. If X marks the spot, my man, for the title on the run, I am the champion. So you had to pick one.
I'll go Chelsea.
All right, bet. So we got Bianca, you got Chelsea, my man. Let's see how it goes. Next one, and it's going to be an interesting one.
Women's Intercontinental match: Becky versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria.
All right, look, I actually like the storyline for this
It's
one.
starting to pick up.
It's good. And honestly, Lyra's getting back into her
I
own.
was gonna say she's starting to get into the groove. Someone said that she sucks on the mic tonight. I was actually reading a couple comments before I came over.
I
Someone
didn't think
said
she
it.
was bad.
My thing is like you gotta let her be the rookie that she is.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she was in NXT doesn't mean that she's ready to become the pro that she is.
Yeah.
Still is a rookie. Let her build to that. So for her to hold her own the way she has been right now with Becky and with Bayley, it's pretty sweet, man. I actually like it. But this one, I think Becky's gonna retain.
I think Becky's retaining because we do have a lot of tensions going with Bayley and Lyra.
Yeah.
And that's going to unfortunately fold over. They're going to go attack each other. Becky, being the smart heel that she always is going to capitalize.
Yep.
Going to take advantage, going to go for the pin. And we're going to be left with Bayley and Lyra still having a lot of issues. My question is, going forward, does it continue this three-way all the way to the next PLE, which would probably be SummerSlam? Or do you think it'll just be Bayley versus Lyra? Becky goes off and finds a new feud with someone else.
I feel like this is gonna go for just a couple more weeks. Because if you wouldn't be able to build something up this quickly and with this much heat already.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I really liked tonight's promo, and honestly, dude, I was like, oh damn, that was just like, damn, dude, that caught my breath. Like I was out of breath because I was like, oh, they did not do that. Like, because when Bayley said, well, you know, Lyra, at least I didn't raise Becky's hands up. You look like a fucking bitch. I was like, well, you didn't say the F word, but like, you look like a bitch. I was like, oh damn. Like, dude, man, I did not expect that from tonight's Raw. Hey, well played.
It is the Netflix era. Everything is free, even though it's not liked by a lot of people. It is the Netflix era, so anything can happen.
Honestly, dude, I'm gonna be interested to see the storyline for that night. And honestly, let's see what happens. So we got Becky to the next one.
Last but not least, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. No holds barred. You first.
Naomi.
Fucker. Me too. I can't go Jade.
I don't see Jade winning. Naomi's been on the road. Honestly, she has more character.
Hold on. For an extra point. For the
Okay.
hell of it. For an extra point in this match. Interference in this one, yes or no?
I feel like Bianca would come out.
You fucker. Of course you read my damn notes I was taken before the show.
You're not hard to figure out. You're not hard to figure out with this stuff, but honestly, think about it. You have two women that hate each other, and you have one person that's still in the middle, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense for Bianca to come out, show out, and hell, maybe she's trying to separate them. Maybe she's trying to have Jade, but during the process, distracts Jade, screws her over. Naomi capitalized, and now we have tensions between the three, and that could go forward to SummerSlam. I don't know yet. We do have a comment.
Camden, we appreciate the comment. Have you guys gotten any info on indie wrestler Willie Suker? Apparently TNA and AEW are interested. Actually, to be honest, this is the first information I found out tonight. I'll be 100% honest. But we'll definitely look into it. We could probably make a short about this. What do you think, brother?
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, man, there's just been a lot of people interested so far between AEW and TNA and
WWE as well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody right now is about to become a free agent. Or,
It's a summer free agency.
I mean, the biggest one so far is Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, if rumors are true and she wants out. We don't know yet. Honestly, we don't know yet. Karrion Kross contract is supposed to retire, and I have heard no word so far that
We
he's
haven't heard
renewed.
anything that he's renewed or said anything about that.
And who else is out there? I know there's another one, but I mean, so far, Private Party
Private Party. Same thing.
interested with
Going to
NXT.
going to WWE pretty soon. They're saying
Jericho, but I think Jericho
some
still
people are
signs.
saying actually that Jericho's going to walk away from AEW, back for one last run to WWE. I literally been reading that a lot recently.
I don't believe it though. I feel like Jericho has a good thing going, where he's basically getting all the checks, and Tony Khan just keeps writing them and everything. I mean, Jericho has a lot of projects. He got Sfazi, he has his cruises. Like, why would the man walk away from easy money to go somewhere where
he's got to really work?
Yeah, that, and it's just there's not going to be creative freedom like he has over here.
No.
You know? So yeah, no, honestly, it's going to be an interesting summer. All right, so look, we're going to move on to the next one, and that is Saturday night's main event. This is a short one, but it is short in commercials.
That's for sure.
God, there's going to be a lot of commercials going on. So put it this way, just get ready, man. All right, let's start from the bottom and then work our way up to the main event.
All right,
and put it this way, the my bad, go ahead.
No, you're saying put it this way.
All right, Intercontinental Championship. This is gonna be my favorite of the night. I already could tell.
Yeah.
We have Dominic Mysterio versus the phenomenal AJ Styles.
In case y'all don't recognize, that's his favorite wrestler.
So we'll put it this way, my man. We already know Mysterio is suffering from a minor injury.
He has a doctor's note.
And he does have a doctor's note. And this is the reason why he couldn't defend it in the Night of Champions. But that being said, AJ Styles finally gets his chance to finally go for that Intercontinental Championship. What do you think? Who do you have?
You suck. I'm gonna go Dominic.
Shit.
I'm gonna go Dominic. I feel like they're gonna have another match at SummerSlam, and that's when AJ wins.
That's gonna be a tough one, man. Cause look, I'm gonna play a scenario. There's tensions in the Judgment Day. Things are not looking good between him and Finn right now. You know, Dom and Finn. What if Finn comes out, tries to help him, costs the match, AJ capitalizes, and then we get AJ with the title win? Okay, so how long has Dom had this championship for?
Since Mania.
Okay, so at some point he's gonna have to lose it pretty soon.
I feel like he loses it by SummerSlam.
I
if you really want to build up Dom, have him lose it at a meaningful pay-per-view.
Okay.
Saturday Night Main Event is not meaningful at all.
So you want to extend Styles versus Dominic? I get it. It doesn't make sense though. And we've been having shitty storylines, so
so I'm like, what other feud are you going to give him right now?
After this, I'm saying, like, because it doesn't make sense to run it back.
After Saturday, WWE is notorious for running it back, dude. Stop it.
But it doesn't make sense. You lost. I'm gonna give you another title shot.
Who knows if it was clean or not? It's not gonna be him. It's now Adam Pearce coming in and saying, "Oh, because the Judgment Day got involved, rematch," and then everyone loses their mind and goes crazy and says, "Yay, AJ Styles!" So I can see that happening.
I don't see it against AJ. I have to see it against someone else if they did go all the way to SummerSlam with Dom.
I can see it happening, dude, because you don't have anything else for AJ Styles after this. Cena's not defending the title right now.
I'm gonna go with AJ. Just because I feel like this is his time. He hasn't gotten a win. I think he wins clean. Like, I think Finn costs him the title finally, and tensions rise. I feel like it's going to be like when Dom tried to help Finn and then cost him the tag team titles.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Finn is going to come out. Now that Finn has more power in the Judgment Day once again, I feel like this is the time where he's going to cost him. Another theory could be maybe Roxanne helps him out. And then that's how Dom retains. So I don't know. That's going to be a tough one.
Still saying Dom.
All right. Orton versus Drew
McIntyre.
I'm going to go with McIntyre because I feel like he deserves a win. He hasn't had a win.
Yeah. I'll go with that one. I'll go with Drew.
I can see Orton though winning too.
Orton just gave his name the Alpha. So no, it's Drew.
But the thing is, Orton hasn't had a big win in a long time either. He's lost to Cena. He's lost to Cody. He's going to keep losing. What is there left for him, if he keeps losing? You did not
Well,
notice.
you got two guys who've been on a losing streak, brother.
Would be Orton and
Drew. They both have been on a losing streak. Drew lost to Damian.
but he had a win over him against the previous one, and then he took a break. He took an extension break.
He also lost that one, so it was like two. It was 1-1, then 2-1, and that was like to finally just finish it. Actually, it was 1-1, and then to finally finish it.
Yeah,
that's what Damian won. So that's what I'm saying. It's Drew hasn't done much this year either, so I can see Drew winning it. You just had a month long absence. Gave yourself the nickname the Alpha. People cheered like hell when you came back.
Well, yeah, they haven't seen him in a while. I mean, they'll cheer.
So I feel like he's gonna win, and maybe Orton finally goes heel. Maybe this could be the turning point. It could finally happen.
I don't think it's this one. I think that's gonna come out more in SummerSlam. I don't think it's gonna be this one. I think it's gonna be Piss. I think it's the seeds are gonna get more planted, and then by SummerSlam we'll get the fully heel finally during the show because you want to say that's for the bigger finale of PLEs basically, and I feel like this is gonna set up. He'll lose. Probably he's going to try to go for a punt.
Yeah.
Right? And he's going to have second thoughts like, nah, that ain't me. I can't do that. And instead of going for that, Drew capitalized. Claymore, that's it. And you should have went for the punt. But you try to be the good guy. Once again, you screw yourself out. Bam. I don't know, but I'm going to go with Drew, unfortunately. I do think Orton should get one eventually, but we'll see.
So, next one. LA Knight, versus Seth Rollins.
Look, I'm going to say this. I don't know if you notice, but LA Knight's back momentum is back up again.
It really has been quickly.
His charisma's been through the roof so far. That's a tough one, man. Because this one actually plays a lot of ways here. Seth loses. Okay, let's just say LA beats him. Okay, isn't there supposed to be a stipulation for this? Like,
No.
I think there was. I think they announced it on Raw today. Yeah, I don't think they're showing it here because this is like from earlier. But yeah, I think there was a stipulation going on.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, but so put it this way: if Seth loses this one against LA Knight, it puts LA Knight at a better spot because the rumors are going about that Cody's going to turn heel, and you do need that face that runs the place in WWE right now. And LA's back on top. LA's getting the crowd over him. Besides, Jey Uso, you need a guy on SmackDown. That guy's LA Knight.
Yeah, especially for Cody's turn.
For Cody's turn, and
by the way, there's no stipulation; it's just a regular match.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. Seth could win, but at the same time, I wouldn't doubt if he loses because LA Knight's been on the streak of basically getting one on him constantly.
Today.
That's a tough one, man. This one's a pretty good one too. What do you got?
Just because I like to say it. Hell, hey, Knight, yeah.
So you're going for LA Knight?
Yeah.
Shit, man. You know what? I'm gonna go against you, the green. I'm gonna go with Seth just for the fuck of it.
Okay.
So cool. Seth and that. All right. Goldberg versus Gunther.
We have to.
Should be Gunther. Would you be shocked if Goldberg wins it?
Yes.
I wouldn't be shocked. WWE has done some stupid shit before.
But this one's promoting like his last match. He's done.
WWE has done some stupid shit before.
Yeah.
Did you not see when Goldberg had his return run?
Beat Kevin Owens for the title.
He beat Kevin Owens. A festival of friendship. Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked. Put it this way.
I still go Gunther.
But the way the match plays out, it shouldn't play out more than 4 minutes.
You know what though? Actually, if I wanted to make Gunther look stronger, because remember you made him tap out at WrestleMania in less than 5 seconds. Have Goldberg do the 3 minutes where he just looks dominant as all hell, and just pick him apart for the next 3. Gunther wins in 6.
Okay.
10-minute stops.
Yeah,
including entrances.
But the man gets gassed out on the entrance alone. The man looks like shit completely.
That's what I'm saying though. You have him do his thing for 3 minutes, Then after 3 minutes, Gunther just squashes the shit out of him, and that's what I remember him by.
Do you trust this man to do things in 3 minutes?
Listen, that's not the point of the conversation. I'm still gonna stick by what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 or 5 minutes, but at the most, yeah. But I don't at this point, man. Honestly, this I should play out. Comes in, pumps up, goes for a spear.
Jackhammer, that's it.
No, goes for another spear. 2 spears to make him look strong. Tries to go for a jackhammer, but guess what? Gunther reverses it. Rear chokehold. That's it.
Or you know what you could do if you want to really make Gunther look strong? 2 spears, jackhammer, kicks out. Now we just start going forward from there.
I don't think the man could pick him up for a jackhammer, dude.
He can't though.
No. Yeah.
But we'll see.
Look
I
how
mean, at this point, we're going to see how much Gunther's strength actually holds here for a jackhammer.
Wait, why Gunther?
Because you understand how much strength you have to have in order to hold yourself up.
Yeah,
to be
but
able
that's
to,
what
like, lift yourself up.
that's what you're supposed to do for the person giving the jackhammer. Then the guy who's going up in the air and trying to do a handstand. Nah, I'm sorry, man. I don't think Goldberg should go for a jackhammer. He's going to mess it up.
It's Goldberg. You saw what he did to Undertaker.
That's
So you know he's gonna go for a jackhammer.
the point. Is
Listen, but we know what's gonna happen. There is no question about it.
that this ain't Vince in charge. This is Triple H, who has I would hope has a little bit more common sense than
Because
Vince
he's proved in the last 6 months, right? Okay.
all right. How about this? We'll make a little side points here. He doesn't get a jackhammer fully in. 1 point.
He goes in for the jackhammer.
That's what I'm saying. 1 point.
You understand the jackhammer, though, nowadays considered because of Goldberg's age, is just literally a suplex. And all it does is just the cover right there. That's technically a jackhammer, too.
Nah, he's not gonna go for it. I don't even think the man could lift him up.
So you think just 2 spears and that's it?
2 spears. He's gonna try to go for 2 spears. He's gonna go for the jackhammer. Gets reverse. There goes the submission. Game over. And it just should be quick and easy. Get him out of there. Give him his little celebration with his family, and let's be done with it. Because I don't want to see the man more than 3 minutes in the ring. There's no need. The man went in his first night against Gunther and was gassed out already.
Really
And it looked like he was hurt. He looked like he was limping. How am I going to trust the man to do a jackhammer out of all things?
It's Goldberg, man. They're going to try because of
That doesn't mean they're going to do it, though. They mean they're going to
Nostalgia
attempt it, but not fully get it. I don't think he's going to fully get it in there.
You never know, man. And that's it. So we both go Gunther. No jackhammer. We'll see what happens. We should write all this stuff down. We should have really been written.
Oh, we're going to remember this. Don't worry.
Yeah. And last but not least, now we're going to go with AEW All In. So much wrestling this weekend. Good God. Okay. So the first match, Women's Casino Gauntlet match. Don't have the participants.
I'm going to go with Statlander.
I'm going to go with Statlander.
Oh, I mean, it's either Statlander, it could be Willow.
I was going to say maybe Hart. Angela Hart.
Angela Hart?
Is it her? There's
Julia
a Hart.
Hart.
Julia Hart. Thank you. I was
Blue Sky is going to be in there as well. It's going to be a couple of them.
Britt Baker come back? Yes or no?
I'm going to say if she comes back, she should come back to this one.
This is going to be it.
Okay, so you're going to go with Statlander?
Yeah, I'll go with Statlander on this one.
All right, Men's Casino Gauntlet.
MJF.
I'm going to go with, I guess, MJF on that one.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Tag team match: the Young Bucks versus Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. Wow, this is gonna be a good match.
But you know what this is for?
Tag team, no.
This is for the VP position.
So we know who's gonna win.
I mean, could be. I mean, but what do you think?
Young Bucks.
If they do, it has to be an outside interference.
Yeah.
Who do you think interferes, though? The Young Bucks don't really have many allies that come in for them right now because Okada's with Don Callis' family right now.
Yeah.
In temporary. That's it. I mean, the Death Riders don't really do the Young Bucks a favor. It's vice versa. The Bucks do them the favor. So that's the thing. It's like you know the Bucks are not going to win clean.
No.
I would see Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, fucking star power here, winning clear. How about we go back to this one, go to the next one real quick. Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
I actually, you know, this is fucked up. This is actually a good match. It's unfortunate that I don't think it's gonna be as great as their last NXT match.
That's true.
And that fucking feud was fucking amazing. I mean, dude, even the aftermath, it was great. This could have potential to be show stealer of the night.
The thing I like about AEW, dude, is match after match after they just keep trying to be the match of the night, and you see it every single match. They try to do that, so I could see this one though.
Match of the night. I wouldn't be surprised though. Kyle Fletcher does steal it though.
I could see that one happening, but I'll go Cole. All right. AEW Tag Team Titles match: The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin versus Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey versus the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. I'm gonna go Hurt Syndicate.
That's a tough one because you could go for the Hurt Syndicate, but also the Patriarchy. I don't know if you heard the rumor that supposedly AEW actually has a father and son tag team belts customized already in place. What you gotta hate, man?
It's funny. They just do so much, and it's funny.
Hey, I mean, if they got belts, why not?
Why not?
We get customized John Cena belt. Nobody complain. Why can't we get a customized Christian Cage?
There's a lot of people who complain about that title.
Fucking yet it sold well.
Yeah.
So if it sells well, man, shit, I'm sure anything that Christian touches turns to gold. So
literally.
Yeah, honestly. That being said, I wouldn't doubt it.
If the rumor is true, it may be Patriarchy, but I'm still gonna stick with Hurt Syndicate.
I'm gonna have to go with the Hurt Syndicate. Who do you think gets the pin though?
Bobby on Kevin Knight.
I guess, man, that's the thing. Kevin Knight's been kind of like bullied around and job. I'm gonna say Nick. I'm gonna go with Nick Wayne. Want to know why?
Why?
There's a lot of tensions between Christian Cage and Nick Wayne right now.
Okay, I guess okay.
So Nick Wayne gets the pin, and then Christian gets mad at him even more, saying, "You screwed me over once again. What the hell?" You know. And this is the start of something eventually going bigger. Cause, all right, so rumor has it that Edge, Adam Copeland, and Christian were supposed to reunite at All In. That didn't happen. So guess what? Canada is coming up. Guess what's going to be in Canada? All Out.
Oh, okay.
And this might finally set up the fuse where, hey, you know what? Nick Wayne says, forget it. Tax Christian. Then eventually, you know, they all go against him, the Patriarchy. Christian's all alone, and we finally have Adam Copeland returning, and he's going to come back pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this might be, actually, tonight might be the night. Meaning that night. I could see that Adam Copeland returns at All In and saves Christian. Could be one theory. Just saying, because honestly, where the man has been, we don't know, but he should be coming back soon, especially before they head to Toronto for All Out.
Or could come back at Toronto to make the pop even higher.
Could do that too. Yeah.
I think it's more Toronto because he loves coming back in front of his hometown.
All right, winner takes all. AEW Unified Championship. This is the one where they combine the Continental and International title with the new title, good-looking title, by the way. And they both have Kenny Omega and Okada's, you know, icons on both sides to give them a tribute that they were the first ones to start this shit. So we already know Omega one side, Okada, and I want to say this is their third. No, this is actually their fourth match. Either way, another banger. I'm gonna say could be match of the night once again, but it's gonna be a hell of a good match. Like Kenny says, it's the end of his run. This is a tough one. This is a hard one because Okada's aligning himself with Don Callis.
I'm gonna go Omega though.
Okada.
Okay.
Okada, because I feel like he's gonna have outside interference help, and I feel like it's gonna be the difference maker. He's gonna have someone out there from Don Callis align himself. I get that Kenny has his little, you know, people around him. I just don't see it. And I feel like Kenny, out of all of them, he's more selfless. I feel like he's willing to put someone else over in order to keep going, you know? to do the best for the company. He's a VP.
And best for business.
Yeah, best for business. Unlike the fucking Young Bucks. All right, let's go back to the Young Bucks real quick. So I guess we'll go for the Young Bucks myself.
Okay.
Because it is for the VP, and I'm gonna throw one out there scenario. There's one guy that's gonna return and make the difference there.
Cool.
You want to take a guess?
Jack Perry.
Yeah, the Space Goat has not been appearing at all lately. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Where is he gonna come out? Why has he disappeared? I never heard any injuries with this. This is the issue: is that the guy had momentum and then disappeared. Dropped off to the face of the earth after he lost his title. Why in the fuck that
He was hurt
happened?
by it, man. That's what happens.
I mean, I felt like he was more hurt by CM Punk,
That's true.
fight. But apparently, this is how it goes for AEW. But I'm gonna say Jack Perry makes the difference makers, finally reappears, and that or surprise appearance. We get someone that's just got signed. Who knows? The guy that he was mentioning over here.
True. Could be that.
Yeah.
Tony Storm versus Timeless. Tony Storm, sorry. Versus Mercedes Moné.
No, CEO.
Yeah, CEO.
Mercedes Moné. Tough one.
Only because she has creative and she loves seeing her with every single title to stick it to WWE. CEO Mercedes Moné.
That just be a lot of fucking belts.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, that's like 6 belts.
She doesn't care. Eventually she'll lose them. But just who knows when, but she'll lose them one by one.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of belts, man. What is the point, though?
It's her just saying, take that, WWE. You never wanted to make me champion for longer than a week. This company's made me champion 6 different times with so many titles and so much gold, and I'm still being on top because I'm the CEO.
Yeah, but you basically lose momentum from Tony Storm, too.
She didn't lose momentum when she lost the first time to Mariah May, so I don't see her losing.
But that's a different story.
I know, but I'm saying she didn't lose momentum, so she's not gonna lose momentum right now either.
No, that's a different story. That was Mariah May, and that storyline made sense. This one kind of just like, eh. All right, so if she wins it, is it clean?
No.
Outside interference, who do you think will be?
I can't even think right now who that would be. Who do you think would be?
That's the thing. They just don't have anyone. I don't see Mina betraying Tony Storm nor lying herself to Mercedes. Could happen.
It could.
You know what? Women's Battle Royal, that could also be one. Mina might be in there. Just by the way, just letting you know.
Okay.
But could be that. Camille hasn't been on TV since it looked like Mercedes kicked her out a while back. And she hasn't been in AEW TV. Technically, she signed. That was supposed to be another one that wants to get released. That was her bodyguard, by the way, back then.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Do you think she comes back and makes her shocking appearance? She was away to film that American Gladiator thing.
Yeah, it could be. And then she could come back to help out Mercedes one more time.
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess I'm going to have to go Mercedes just because I feel like Tony Khan would be dumb enough to do this, but he's going to book it anyways. I don't want to see it. I prefer Tony Storm to retain. But, yeah, truth be told, episode 300, Mercedes versus Mina. Mercedes should have lost that TBS Women's Championship to her. Made more sense. That way when she won this title, you know what I mean? Made a little bit more sense. I don't know why the fuck did he do this, but whatever.
And last but not least, the match we've both been looking for, AEW World Championship Texas Death Match. Jon Moxley versus Adam Page.
That's a tough one. Coin toss.
What do you got?
I want to go for Adam. But damn, Moxley's Moxley, man. When you think he's going to lose it, finds a way to win it. And it's a death match.
Yeah.
You think Adam Page finally gets it?
Nah. I think Moxley's going to do it just for the hell of it because he does have that control. That's why.
Adam Page. And I will tell you why.
Why?
It's a death match. You know what death match means?
It's Adam Page's backyard.
Well, not only that, but anything goes. It's
That's right.
like their version of the bloodline.
Yeah.
So meaning everybody and anybody's gonna come out. I guarantee you're gonna have the Death Riders. You're gonna have the Young Bucks. You're gonna have the Ops, Samoa Joe, and all of his little friends. You're gonna have Swerve Strickland. You're gonna have Osprey, and then this is the factor. This is a difference maker. You're gonna have a guy skateboarding and making his return.
Yeah.
Darby Allin's gonna make his return, and then costs Moxley the title, and rightfully so. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have Willow because you're gonna bring you're gonna fish Rosanne Shafir. And by the way, I enjoyed the buckshot lariat that Adam Page gave her. She was wonderful. I'm gonna go with Adam Page because put it this way, this is their Mania. And honestly, dude, there's one thing that Tony Khan has been doing consistently for the last couple of years, and is booking all in with faces basically winning pretty much.
That's true.
Yeah, because think about it. Cole versus MJF, they were both faces. It was hard to say. Bryan versus Swerve Strickland gave Bryan that feel good moment. What makes you not say that? Adam Page finally wins it. Adam Page is their homegrown talent. Moxley is the outside talent. It makes sense that AEW finally gives a victory to the homegrown talent, especially if you're going to have Mercedes Moné go over Tony Storm. So I'm going to go with Adam Page. You're going to go with Moxley. Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
He doesn't have that theme song.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He changed it.
He changed it. So honestly, dude, I think that if I had to choose from the PLEs, this is going to be the best PLE of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at the card, and it's not being biased. It's just look at the card. This is their Mania.
They go all out, literally, for All In. They go all out.
Saturday's main event has potential, but it's going to be a clusterfuck of commercials. Women's Evolution could be good. I'm not going to lie. Good matches. Just the storylines were kind of like.
Make the Bellas win the match.
We'll put it this way: good matches. Let's just hopefully, that just carries it through. And then we do have NXT's Great American Bash, which I'm going to be tuning in as well to check out just for the hell of it. We can't cover everything because it's a lot of wrestling.
Here for another hour.
Yeah. So regardless, though, honestly, dude, this has been one of the most stacked weekends of wrestling
since WrestleMania.
But that's the thing. You never had a WWE versus
AEW.
And not only that,
it's 3 WWEs versus 1 AEW.
It's really rare to find somebody try to compete against each other like that these days. It's good. It's good for business. Honestly, doesn't matter if you're tribalism with WWE or AEW. This is good shit, man.
Just enjoy it, man.
If you're wrestling, watch as much as you can. Because honestly, you're going to have stacked shows. You can't go wrong with either show. I'm going to personally tune into All In just because, honestly, I do want to see some of those matches. And Okada versus Kenny Omega, it's going to steal the show.
Hell yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Or it could also be Adam Cole.
Could be Adam Cole, and it could be the last match of the night.
True.
Yeah. All righty, guys. So this has been your Windy City Savage report. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.